What is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life. This is digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. I'm so excited for you. Why? Because you're an early adopter in this new asset class. It's a digital asset space. And in addition to that, you and I, we're playing a game, my friends, that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we are winning. A lot of crazy stuff going on today. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Man, I got to tell you, the word is out. The word is out on Joseph Lubin and ConsenSys. This is a tough one. This is a tough one for the ETH holders. This is a tough one. Almost as tough as what's going on with Silently right now and Andre Cronje closing the doors on 25 of the things that he's built and Silently. It's only been a matter of days. Closing the doors. That is heavy. Very, very heavy. I've seen 2 or 3 YouTubers reporting on this. That's a challenge. I know I was excited about Silently. I was excited about having an opportunity to be on a platform in its early stages that was very much like Curve Finance and Convex. The good word on the street is that it's open source code. Anyone can take it over. Anyone can take over Silently and take it over. SolidX is heavily dependent upon Solidly, so we'll see how that goes. This is for all my Phantom ecosystem fans out there on the channel. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to leave my money where it is there. I don't have more than $2,000 or $3,000 there. So I'm just going to leave it there and see how, if someone will decide to pick it up. My guess is that someone will. It's just, we'll have to see who it will be. So, but anyway, guys, look, the word is out. You know, we broke the news of this freaking madness that is ConsenSys and JPMorgan last week. You know, the whole idea, what he did, Joseph Lubin did to his employees / shareholders is deplorable. It's deplorable. And then we got word of the patent shows clearly that JPMorgan owns Ethereum. Now, how are you in the crypto space shouting from the rooftops, decentralization? And it turns out that the blockchain is primarily owned by a dude, JPMorgan and Jamie Dimon, who could give a rat's crap about you and decentralized crypto. Decentralization, the idea, concept. This is the same JPMorgan that makes tens of billions of dollars per quarter and charges you for a non-activity fee. Never mind ATM fees, return check fees, and any other kind of fee that they can, opening up the account fee. Yeah, this is not great. The good thing is we have more options. Unlike those who would like to eliminate our options, other YouTubers who want to eliminate the options, we have more options, thank God. Like Cardano, right? Like Arbitrum, like Optimism. Yeah, not a great look, man. Not a great look. So let's get into the news. Let's go over the mark. Let's go over the numbers first. Let's do that. Look at Solid down to $1.10 now. So this news is 64% drop. And this is risky because if you get it here, great. I mean, it was as high as $15 at one time. Is someone going to decide? Yep, 1552. Is someone going to decide to pick this up? That's the case. If not, the Solid token is going to be pretty much worthless if they don't pick it up. Look at this. If someone doesn't pick this up, it's trouble. I just get a sneaking suspicion that someone will. I don't know who. but I get the sense that someone's going to pick it. So this thing was as low as 81 cents today. And it's back up to $1.10. So someone snatched it up below $1. Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll have to look at that. I don't know. I don't have time but boy, that would have been a great price below $1. 6 something in the morning that happened. All right, so let's go over the overall market for my family here. Let's go and check this out. The market as a whole is just down. So the total cryptocurrency market cap, 1.84 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 40.5%. And the overall market cap is down about 1%. Bitcoin's at 39,000. Ethereum is at 2,600. XRP is at 74 cents. Let's see. Avalanche is $75. Polkadot $17. Cardano is 84 cents. 84 cents. Shiba Inu is 0.000024,000 Satoshis, 2,400. So Polygon's $1.48. So yeah, the market is pretty much red. Near protocols up 60%, interestingly enough, but a lot of reds and a number of double-figure reds for the market. Stellar is at 17.5 cents. Stellar seems to really just does not do well at all when Bitcoin is not doing well. So that's a tough one. We hold right. We like Stellar, we like XRP, and it's tough right now. So double figure reds in a lot of places. Phantom is down 18%. I'm sure in large part due to the news about what happened with Solid, even though the Phantom ecosystem was around for a long while prior to Solidly, for sure. So looks like this was an experiment, and with Solidly.exchange, and I don't know how it's going to recover, but I'm going to wait a week or so and see if it does recover. So Sandbox $2.95, Decentraland $2.49, Adair Hashgraph at 20 cents. Gala is doing a lot of good things too, right? Where is the Gala token? Where is it? Did I pass it already? Yeah, no, 22 cents. There it is there. Gala music nodes, interesting concept. I looked into it. I didn't pull a trigger on it. Quant, shout out to all the quant holders. It's up 5%. So the market, guys, is doing what the market does, but I really want to cover this shit right here. Shout out to Micah, Val, 5 links on Twitter, always, every single day, adding value to the community via his Twitter feed. We appreciate you, bro. According to the special audit filed by 35 shareholders, I covered this on the channel. Last week, actually broke this thing because from ConsenSys AG, there were blank fundamental intellectual property and subsidiaries illegally transferred from CAG, which is ConsenSys AG, into a new entity, ConsenSys Software Incorporated. Joseph Lubin was the big part of that. And it ended up screwing the original employees / shareholders for CAG. Listen to me. He screwed his employees and he screwed his shareholders. He sacrificed them, kicked them to the curb, sacrificial lambs for himself to better his position, and he got busted. He got busted. And then if I could find that this patent that comes out that really speaks to the fact that JPMorgan kind of owns Ethereum. JPMorgan. Here's the patent. Shout out to TAIG. We appreciate you, brother. This dude is on it when it comes to researching and deep diving. He is Solomon and Darren Moore-esque in his freaking deep dive skills. I'm telling you. Here's the patent from JPMorgan filed in 2013. I'll say it again. Ethereum is JPMorgan, this is TAIG saying this, and JPMorgan. Ethereum is JPMorgan, and JPMorgan is Ethereum. Method and system for processing internet payments using the electronic funds transfer network. This is in the patent. Yeah. Yeah, we all know that the ETH path, what it was all about. It was all about this right here. Lubin sold his soul to JPMorgan. Sold the soul. We all know about what goes on with JPMorgan. As you're, and you know, the silver, constantly market, manipulating markets and getting over with it, paying a fine, not going to jail. If you or I did any of the things that JPMorgan has done, we'd be in jail. JPMorgan doesn't go to jail. No one from JPMorgan goes to jail. They pay a fine, and then that is it. And as a crypto holder with an Ethereum, if you're quote unquote Ethereum maxi, quote unquote, I don't think you want to be associated with it at all. At all. You don't want to be associated with JPMorgan. Like, you just don't. Method and system for processing internet payments using the electronic funds transfer network. This is the patent. Copies from the patent. Interesting stuff here. The embodiments of the inventions include a method and systems for conducting financial transactions over a payment network. The method may include associating a payment address of an account with an account holder, name the account residing in financial institutions. All right, that's cool. Let's see what this one says. And there is a link to this patent right here, United States application patent. So this, okay, let me see here. There was another thing I wanted to share with you. This is not a great look. Here's a link to the full patent here. We should find out more about the inventors, and there it talks about who they are right there. So we all know the deal with Quorum and how I think the JPM coin in Quorum was sold to ConsenSys and Joseph Lubin, right? This is not a great look. This is just not a great look with Tony Valentino. I have something from him also, but this is just not a great look. ETH equals JPMorgan's blockchain. Imagine what we wouldn't know if the SEC never filed the lawsuit against Ripple. That's true. If the SEC would have filed the lawsuit, we would not have begun to look into the whole ETHgate thing. That's very, very true. That's a great point, my friend. Yeah, this is not great. That's not great, right? So ultimately, it comes down to that in this patent that JPMorgan, in fact, owns the Ethereum blockchain, whether it be majority of it or whatever it is. What are XRP people going to do? What are crypto as a whole? But I mean, all the blockchains built on Ethereum. In other words, we could be literally by using Ethereum, paying gas fees, just feeding the coffers of JPMorgan. Charles Schwab has launched a crypto economy exchange traded fund, according to the company's filings. And shout out to BondXRP for sharing this. With the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Charles Schwab Economy ETF will trade on the New York Stock Exchange. That's heavy. A crypto economy exchange traded fund. Yep, there it is, an ETF. Not great. I mean, this is great news, obviously, for the overall digital space, for sure, for Charles to get ETF. I'm not sure, yet if I put them in the same category as JPMorgan. I'm not sure yet. I don't recall any market manipulation cases with Charles Schwab, unlike JPMorgan. Christine Lagarde from the EU Central Bank president, pushed through as quickly as possible so that we can have a regulatory framework within which crypto assets can actually be caught in a regulatory framework. And that's just her, just basically saying that they need to be regulated. Let's take a listen to Madame Lagarde.
Is pushed through the crypto question that you had. As you know, whenever there is a ban, a prohibition, or a mechanism in place to boycott or prohibit, there are always criminal ways that will try to circumvent the prohibition or the ban, which is why it is so critically important that MiCA is pushed through as quickly as possible so that we have a regulatory framework within which crypto assets can actually be caught in a regulatory framework. And by the way, it's all very well to be in cryptos, but that's not it. You have to move from cryptos to stable coins to eventually fiat currency. Now, there are ways, whether DLT or not, to actually pierce that veil and to make sure that criminal activity is actually pursued and properly dealt with.
Yeah, good. I like that. Just some interesting stuff from Crypto Eddie has been really singing the praises of this lady here. Her name is Linda, and I think it's Linda Rose, Linda P. Jones, and she has a podcast, and I believe the name of the podcast is Be Wealthy and Smart, and she is a big time XRP investor and holder and investor in Ripple. Right, and Ripple the company, so she owns shares in the company as well. Take a listen to this. Crypto Eddie, by the way, is going to have her on her channel, so I can't wait to see that interview there. Shout out to you, Crypto Eddie. I hope you are doing well, my friend. So take a listen to what she has to say here. Now, I did look her up on Twitter. She's an author. She has her own podcast as well. So let's do this. Let's go here. Take a look.
% of that transfer the SWIFT system right now in our traditional banking system, just getting 10% of that transferred over to the XRP ledger is arguably going to create a $1,200 valuation for XRP. So today, one XRP, 77 cents. In the future, we can make a very good case for just getting 10% of that SWIFT traffic, increasing XRP's value to $1,200 per XRP. That's a 1,558 time increase. And that's not even the maximum price that I can see or argue for XRP. It's only my first target, roughly around $1,000 to $1,200, which I think is very doable within a 1 to 2 year period. So that's why I say, if you're not an accredited investor yet, don't worry.
Yeah, that is encouraging. Listen to this one here. This is just, I think this is People, a Ripple partner, PYYPL, People, and talking about XRP, using XRP and opening into more quarters. Thanks to Crypto Eddie for sharing this. I know we've watched some other stuff from People before. It's on ripple.com/insights as well. So unleash the opportunity. Whoa, CEO Anti Arpanen of People, it says pronounced People, talking Ripple and XRP being quite revolutionary. XRP is real-time liquidity, so money isn't stuck. Key point, XRP is country agnostic. Country agnostic. I'm getting a sense, guys, and this is just my personal opinion. We'll have to see what, in terms of the settlement. If the settlement is September to November, doesn't it look like, the movement for XRP wouldn't happen until, the end of that year, and the $7 to $10 to $13 will be next year. If the settlement is in April or May, perhaps it will be different. But will we get the 7 to 10 this year, or will we get the new all-time high, $3 or $4? And I'm saying all of that to say, I feel like, the numbers that we, in the crypto CGS home, that $10 to $13 XRP, it's not going to happen until 2023, which means that the cash flow and the different things that we have going on now, I really have to look at whether or not I should be snatching XRP up adding to our position now at the 70 cents range. I mean, our average cost of entry is 25, 30 cents, to maybe 32 cents. And so, obviously we're up a bunch, 300% or so. So I'm just wondering, about that. Thinking out loud. 2023 as opposed to 2022, that maybe we should be buying more instead of selling at a profit.
Institutions.
Take a listen to this.
What we do, for example, with Ripple is kind of, we have two things that Ripple, that's one of the blockchain protocols we use for cross-border transactions. So we have two things out of that arrangement. So we have global technical connectivity to hundreds of financial institutions. And the second part is this real-time liquidity. And we do it in XRP cryptocurrency, so it's country agnostic. And these two things allow us to do real, kind of near real-time transactions at a very, very affordable cost, and without our money being stuck anywhere unnecessarily. And at the same time, we're connected to the whole world. So that's kind of, it's a practical implementation for us. We're growing so fast right now that some days we need to throttle our product a few times a day because there's just so much demand. Of course, this is this. That's a good problem to have. Yeah, it's a nice one, and then the solution is really simple. So the next fresh funding coming, it will unleash this opportunity, and the investors will immediately sort of directly benefit from injecting a little bit of fresh capital, and whoa, we can just grow.
It'd be interesting to see. I have to pull out my TD Ameritrade account, see if PYPPL is up on there. I'll have to look into that and see. But that's great news. Again, this is a Ripple partner utilizing ODL, utilizing XRP. I mean, look, the writing's on the wall. It's a battle for sure, and it's going to be an uphill battle because the top 7, 8 banks especially are not trying to give in. They're not going to go down without a fight. But RippleNet capturing the SWIFT market, like Linda Jones just said, at 10% is amazing, and it's just going to get even bigger. And it's just a really, really great case that this, these trillion-dollar companies, you got to get it, that Amazon's already a trillion-dollar company. I believe Facebook as well. The idea of a trillion-dollar company is just the new thing. It just is. If we just have one or two now, with this new financial system that we're ushering into, they're going to be other trillion-dollar companies. And it looks like Ripple, that company, is going to be one of them. It's just, it's just the way it is. The world is going to have to accept the fact and get used to the fact of trillion-dollar companies. And like Linda Jones said, even if you're not an accredited investor, if you hold that asset, if you hold the XRP asset, if you hold it for a year or two, it's going to be really, really ginormous. And I'm really, really thinking that this cycle, or we'll have to take our gains and everything, but XRP is really kind of looking that way. And what I mean by that is, we're gonna have to take the gains in other areas and change up that 65% exit that we were going to do into stables. It's looking, it really is looking that way. And, you know, take advantage of what might happen in the market. Remember, this is XRP in terms that something might not happen for it in 2023. Don't know about the others. And maybe my guy, Alessia Rastani, saying that was in part because of the Ripple case. I don't know. I don't know if he was just saying the whole market as a whole is not going to really do anything until 2023. So we'll have to see. Like, guys, that is massive, massive news coming from the CEO of People. Again, someone using ODL, using XRP. So don't listen to the noise. Did you hear these people that it's just uninformed noise about ODL and XRP not being used? It's just uninformed noise. You have to understand that. There's another thing here from Linda Jones as well. I'll probably end up with this. Trillions and probably quadrillions of dollars worth of worth, when you add in derivatives, could travel across the XRP ledger and use XRP as a bridge between two currencies of any value. Yeah, so I'm going to end on that, guys. Listen, this has been your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I'm going to end this video by saying what I always say to each and every one of you: old money doesn't want you to win, but that's okay though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.